I'm the news that nobody expected. I was never a part of your plan. I'm the reason why life as you know it feels like slipping through your trembling hands. And the doctors say I'm just an option, a mistake you can make disappear. I may not have a voice, but I'm more than a choice. I'm as real as the heartbeat you hear. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. I am God's miracle in the making, proof that all things can work for the good. I am fingers and toes, and heaven already knows the name you pick out for me already belongs to me. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. Every life is sacred, and every life is a gift, and every life deserves a chance to live. I know you're scared, I know you're scared, I know you're scared right now, but when you hear my first cries and when you look in my eyes, you'll understand why you brought me to life. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. That was yours truly singing Untold, written by Matthew West. Good morning and welcome to the Jewish Pro-Life live stream. Today is Friday, June 12th, 2020, and it's the 20th day of Sivan in the year 5780. I'm Cecily Routman, founder and president of the Jewish Pro-Life Foundation. We'll be here for about 20 minutes of live chat, news, education, enlightenment, and spiritual renewal. So if you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter this morning, please chat with us. At the Jewish Pro-Life Foundation, we're saving Jewish lives and healing Jewish hearts by providing the Jewish community with much-needed pro-life education, pregnancy care and adoption referrals, and healing after abortion. We started our work in 2006 because we were concerned about the high rates of abortion in the Jewish community, the fact that a majority of Jews believes that abortion is morally acceptable at all stages of pregnancy, that this majority vigorously advocates for abortion, and tragically, this leads to more loss of unborn life across all demographics, and it contributes to anti-Semitism because people see us in a bad light. Also, we wanted to provide a Jewish pro-life voice in the public square. It's estimated that in Israel, 30,000 Jewish children lose their lives to abortion every year, and in America, 17,622 Jewish children lose their lives to abortion every year. But abortion doesn't just take one life, it wipes out entire generations. Many future descendants are lost with each abortion. As Jews, we feel the pain and loss of each and every one. If you're a Jewish parent facing unplanned pregnancy and you can't get the support you need from family, friends, or your shul community, please contact us. We have Jewish-friendly pregnancy care resources to help you and can get you connected to them today. Also, we know a Jewish couple who would love to meet you and raise your child in a loving Jewish home. To save your baby's life, please contact me today at 412-758-3269 or email me at cecily@jewishprolifefoundation.org. If you've had an abortion experience and are suffering because of it, we have an excellent, effective healing program specifically designed for Jewish men and women, and it's available to you at no cost, regardless of your level of observance or affiliation. To start your life-changing healing journey, please contact me at 412-758-3269 or email me at cecily@jewishprolifefoundation.org. The Jewish Pro-Life Foundation is a 501c3 educational organization. Since 2006, we've been saving Jewish lives by promoting life-saving solutions to unplanned pregnancy in the Jewish community. We provide education about the development, viability, and sanctity of unborn life, as well as traditional Jewish law regarding abortion. We inspire Jews to welcome preborn Jewish children into the inclusive movement of modern Jewish life and religion. We provide adoption and pregnancy care referrals. We teach our community about the harmful effects of abortion and provide support to Jewish women and men who suffer from post-abortion syndrome. We have a website. It's jewishprolifefoundation.org. Please visit the website for more information, help, and healing. We are an educational organization. We have no affiliation with any Jewish denomination, political organization, or the Messianic movement. We speak to each Jew one-on-one because we believe that each one of us has a personal relationship with Hashem, and it is through this relationship that we derive a life-affirming view. We are not a public charity. We do not fundraise. If you'd like to contribute to our work, please visit the donate page on our website. Our news of the day today is about the Torah portion of the week. And this is from Rabbi Ephraim Buchwald, who we have in our PowerPoint. And we'll show you what he said about the abortion issue a little bit later in the show. But for right now, this is an essay he wrote about the Torah portion of the week, Baha'alotecha. It's entitled, Giving Our Disciples a Firm Grounding. And what he shares is this. In this week's Parsha, God speaks to Moses and says to him, Speak to Aaron and say unto him, when you kindle, literally when you raise up the lamps of the menorah in the temple, make certain that the lights of the candelabra face toward the central lamp. And Rabbi Buchwald says, the metaphor of kindling the light is often used in Judaism to represent Jewish education. In Numbers 11:17, when Moses empowers the 70 elders of Israel to serve as leaders, the rabbis again employ the metaphor. Rashi, citing the Midrash, asks, to what can Moses be compared at that moment? Answer, to a lit candle in a candlestick that was used to light other candles, but the candle itself was not diminished. In the many decades that I've been working with Jews with little or no Jewish educational background and seeking to help them to become more literate and knowledgeable in Judaism, the metaphor of the candle has served me well. Furthermore, the traditional Jewish principles that we utilize in our engagement efforts also apply to the mainstream Jewish education of the already committed community and to much of general education as well. And Rabbi Buchwald goes on to say, the primary objective of engagement efforts should not necessarily be to ensure the religious commitment of unaffiliated Jews. Allow me to explain. I have often stated that for those involved in Jewish engagement, there is no such thing as losing or defeat. Even those students and participants who fail to make religious commitments have hopefully had their lives enriched. The positive, joyous Jewish experiences and the meaningful educational opportunities that they have shared will last a lifetime. It's important to acknowledge that many who go through the teshuvah process are unable to ultimately make the commitment to practice Jewish rituals. Sensitive teachers are well aware that education is always a process. There's no such thing as instant conversions. The quicker the conversion in, the faster the conversion out. Teachers must realize that no one person is God's gift to everyone. There must be chemistry between student and teacher. He says, perhaps the most profound implication of the candle lighting imagery is that once the students are lit, they must be able to ultimately stand on their own 2 feet. This means that a healthy Baal Teshuvah and a healthy student is one who, although respectful of and grateful to their teachers and mentors, is not unduly dependent upon them. And then he goes on to say, while Judaism's greatest leader, Moses, is known in our traditions as Moshe Rabbeinu, our ultimate teacher and master, Moses still had 70 elders assisting him to lead and teach. If we genuinely hope to reach the masses of unaffiliated Jews, we need dramatic changes in the educational approaches that are currently popular in our community. If we remember well the message of the lighting of the menorah, the need for each candle to stand on its own, we will more effectively nurture a world more imbued with light, specifically the light of Torah, and undoubtedly hasten the redemption of all our people, Israel. And this catches my interest because at the Jewish Pro-Life Foundation, we are attempting to shed light on the sanctity of human life in Judaism. This is an area of education that is unfortunately overlooked in many of our Jewish institutions today, regardless of denomination. And so we consider ourselves an alternative educational resource for unaffiliated Jews especially. And this brings me to another news of the day story that I wanted to share, which is that on this day, the 20th Sivan in Jewish history, we commemorate a Jewish massacre in a small French town called Blois. Now, this happened 800 years ago, and it has to do with the blood libel. The reason this interests me today is because one of our missions for being is to identify the fact that Jewish advocacy for abortion does contribute to anti-Semitism. And we frame this as people see us in a bad light, and that's what contributes to the anti-Semitism. But to be more specific, Jewish people who strongly and publicly advocate for killing children harkens back to the blood libel, in which Jews were accused of killing Christian children to get their blood to make Passover matzah. Now, this has been, of course, a horrible problem in history and has fueled anti-Semitism and the justification for killing many, many Jews. In this particular situation, I just wanted to share that there were 40 Jews that lived in this small French village, and this rumor had been circulating for many years, and it just came to a head at this time, and all 40 Jews were killed this day because it was well justified, because these people were really freaked out that Jewish people they thought were doing this. So I'm sharing this today because in today's very inflammatory culture that we're experiencing, Jewish people that are going out there calling for killing children in the womb are just inflaming this blood libel, and it's extremely dangerous. And I share this with us because our Jewish institutions and leaders are clueless about this. They actually support this advocacy, either in a quiet way by not speaking out against abortion in a public square, by remaining quiet, or by actually supporting the efforts by providing fundraisers and opportunities for these people to speak out, and by encouraging financial support to Planned Parenthood. So who's ever listening to this broadcast or on the podcast eventually, please keep this in mind and share this with your Jewish family and friends. This is not helping our community in any way. Now I want to go on to our slide of the day. Again, we use our PowerPoint slide entitled Judaism, the Original Pro-Life Religion. And our first slide of the day is of Rabbi Buchwald, and this is what he shared about the abortion issue. Oh, good morning, Joe. We had a technical glitch, but we did get started this morning. Thank you for being here. And we are talking about Rabbi Buchwald, who said, "There is a Holocaust taking place in America right now. We can't hear it because there are no barking dogs. We can't see it because there are no goose-stepping Nazi soldiers and no concentration camps. We can't smell it because there are no gas chambers. But the net result is exactly the same. If we fail to act now, the silent Holocaust will have done its job. Hitler will have emerged victorious." So he is a brave man to speak out in the Jewish community rather than be silent in the face of this anti-Semitic culture that we ourselves create by hearkening back to the blood libel. Jewish tradition does not call for killing any children in or out of the womb. Now, on a positive note, we do have a Jewish organization that is a pregnancy care organization called In Shifra's Arms. And we got a postcard from them this week because we do support them. And the postcard, on the front of the postcard, is this lovely little girl with a t-shirt, "Born in Shifra's Arms." How lovely is that? And this little girl, the postcard says on the back, and I'll just share this with you in a moment here. And this is what this postcard says, and it's so lovely. It says, "Dear friend, I can't ever thank you enough, so I will let Brittany, her real name, say it better than I ever could. When I first called in Shifra's Arms, 1 month pregnant, I was scared. You gave me so much hope for the future. I was able to get the support I needed for myself so I could be ready for my daughter. I mean it when I say that your program saved my life. Today, my 1-year-old daughter is thriving. You will always have a special place in my heart. I can't recommend you highly enough. I love you all." And then the founder of In Shifra's Arms, Erica Pellman, goes on to say, "These days, as we're all grappling with the uncertainty of the pandemic, I'm sure you can imagine what it's like for our clients. Thanks to your support, we're keeping our arms open. Together, we will welcome new life into the world." So I want to encourage our listeners to go to jewishpregnancyhelp.org and check out the website In Shifra's Arms. I'll show that to you here. And here it is. They do wonderful work. They're the only Jewish pregnancy care support organization in America. They do provide outreach and help to women all over the country. So that we are, Erica Pellman and her organization are extremely essential to saving Jewish lives and for giving the Jewish community a better reputation for saving lives in the womb instead of killing these children. Okay, this was a kind of an intense show this morning, and I'm glad we were able to come online, regardless of our technical problem at the beginning. But I do encourage you to keep a hopeful attitude. And we do have In Shifra's Arms. We have rabbis like Rabbi Buchwald and the rabbis on our website that work with us that do speak out and give the Jewish community a much better reputation, and also provide much needed education for unaffiliated Jews who just do not understand these things. They don't understand what their abortion advocacy produces in terms of dangerous results, not only that's ending innocent life and destroying Jewish families and communities, but also contributing to anti-Semitism. We're going to finish our program today just looking at those wonderful rabbis that we work with. Rabbi Novak, who's our vice president, he's a professor of religion and philosophy at the University of Toronto and a member of the University College and Joint Center for Bioethics. Please email Rabbi Novak at david.novak@utoronto.ca. And then we have Rabbi Nachman, who's available to speak on the sanctity of human life in Judaism, what it means to be Jewish, the benefits of prayer, Jewish-Christian relations, and welcoming Nohadim into fellowship. You can connect with Rabbi Nachman's online shul at learnamunah.com or email him directly at learnamunah@gmail.com. Rabbi Menashe Bovid is the spiritual leader of Belarus Jewish Center in Queens, New York. He educates using traditional texts, history, anthropology, archaeology, and modern academic biblical studies. Please email Rabbi Bovet at belarusrabbi@yahoo.com. And many Jewish people, rabbis, and therapists do not know that abortion really does hurt Jewish parents. So we have a healing program called Tikvat Rachel. It offers a healing pathway for Jews who seek a confidential, safe, accepting Jewish program to address the deeply personal issues that arise after abortion. The program is based on Teshuvah and the promise of healing in Judaism. We also offer post-abortion grief training for rabbis, therapists, and counselors. You can start your healing journey by contacting us to share your personal story with me. The calls and emails are confidential, caring, and safe. Again, my phone number is 412-758-3269. My email is cecily@jewishprolifefoundation.org. It's already June, but January is going to be here soon, and we do participate in the annual March for Life to support the most defenseless humans among us. We provide a handheld sign for you to carry, so please join us. You can check out our calendar page on our website for itinerary updates, and if you can't travel to Washington, D.C., and you'd like to attend a local March for Life in your area, the page also has a link to local marches, and we'll send you a sign if you request it. Now, you can visit our website library to download our PowerPoint, or contact us to request it in book form. You can also download the Tikva Rachel Healing Program. It's a lot of good information there. Okay, thank you so very much for joining us this morning. It is Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Let us bring light into the world this weekend and have a light heart, right? That Hashem will lift us up and make us once again the original pro-life religion. God willing, we'll see you next week.
I'm the news that nobody expected. I was never a part of your plan. I'm the reason why life as you know it feels like it's slipping through your trembling hands. And the doctors say I'm just an option, a mistake you can make disappear. I may not have a voice, but I'm more than a choice. I'm as real as the heartbeat you hear. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. I am God's miracle in the making, proof that all things can work for the good. I am fingers and toes, and heaven already knows the name you pick out for me already belongs to me. So don't close the book on me yet. I
I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. Every life is sacred, and every life is a gift, and every life deserves a chance to live. I know you're scared, I know you're scared, I know you're scared right now, but when you hear my first cries and when you look in my eyes, you'll understand why you brought me to life. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. May there be abundant peace from heaven and good life upon us and upon all Israel. Amen.